We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 20.
Nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Going long for Coates. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A 1-yard pickup brings
the first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
32-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come here, switch it.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Let's go. You tighten up. Neil, tighten up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Nifty move. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, watch that, watch that.
3rd down, here's Haskins. He finds Coates complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check, check. Front nose. Switch, switch, switch. Check 3, check 3.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. On first down, Rhodes able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Down, Pittsburgh.
Operating from the gun, Rhodes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Able to power through. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Steeler first down.
Throwing on first down. Rhodes escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Rhodes hitting Juju on the slant.
Rhodes pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rhodes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the
season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A run for Nick Chubb, shedding the tackle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check 4, check 4. Shoot. Undercross.
They run. Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a gain of
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
the tackle.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Haskins will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a run with McFarland. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Completion here to Claypool. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And it's incomplete.
Haskins' pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Haskins flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And an incomplete pass.
Intended for
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Haskins going to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep run. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Haskins back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, McFarland. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Rhodes flushed out right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Rhodes. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Operating from the gun. Haskins got a man on the right sideline. That's Barry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 48-yard line.
Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And now running right through him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
25, check 25, check 25, check.
Now Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38, Haskins. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Miller, income.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to fire one deep over the... And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. On first down, Rhodes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rhodes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They're going to run again with Snell. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Running with McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown. Anthony McFarland hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun. Rhodes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 2nd and 4. From the gun, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Browns on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Haskins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland, 93 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 23, Steelers 20.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On the ground, it's McFarland. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards. And it's third down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. McFarland once more. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Rhodes pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's McFarland. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 27, Browns 23.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Haskins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
To Nick Chubb. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's back to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here we go with Haskins. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
54 is Mike. Check, block 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.